This is David Doucette, MC Media, calling the Scotia Minor Day of Championships at the Yarmouth Mariner Center.
Welcome to the 2020 Scotia Minor Day of Champions, hosted by YCMHA. Our association would like to welcome all players, parents, referees, team officials, all volunteers to make this day happen. Adam 18's game sponsored by Churchill Lumber. This is the Acadia versus Yarmouth game. Now it's time to introduce your Acadia X-Men. Number 22, Elias Butler. Number 24, Holden Cumming. Number 44, Noah Delord. Number 55, Peter Gerber. Number 63, Morgan Fleming. Number 11, Ellie Force. Number 43, Arlo Kelbe. Number 3, Ian King. Number 34, Brody McDonald. Number 4, Finley McDonald. Number 45, John Ashley. Number 1, Simon Rainforth. Number 30, Calvin Stevens. Number 25, Eli Sweeney. Number 53, Jack Harris. And number 12, Ben Williams. Number 14, Parker Walsh. And number 12, Ben Williams. Now time for your Yarmouth Mariners. Number 3, Brody Brannon. Number 14, Jesse Churchill. Number 5, Nate Doximo. Number 13, Miles Ellis. Number 9, Colin Fitzgerald. Number 12, Samuel Green. Number 6, Carl Landry. Number 8, Parker LeBlanc. Number 1, Jared Maxwell. Number 11, Brady Newell. Number 18, Philip Richards. Number 10, Jake Sanford. Number 7, Dylan Scott. Number 34, Austin Stoddard. And number 15, Brody Simmons. Ladies and gentlemen, your Acadia X-Men and Yarmouth Mariners.
Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to MC Media's continuing coverage of the Scotia Minor Day of Championships. Our next featured match, the Adam A Championship game between the Yarmouth Mariners and the Acadia Axemen. Yarmouth is going to be in blue, going from your left to right on the screen as we begin the game, and Acadia in white, going from your right to your left. The warm-ups have just been completed, and both teams are getting some last-minute instructions and a whole lot of puck cleaning up. And we'll be underway shortly, and I'll be back as the puck drops. And we are about to get underway. Face-off, controlled by Acadia. Thrown off the boards into the Yarmouth end, and they're going to come right back the other way. That's Parker LeBlanc with it. LeBlanc has some room. Opening breakaway for LeBlanc. Goes to his backhand and upstairs. 12 seconds into the game. Captain Parker LeBlanc makes it 1-0 Yarmouth Mariners. There's no falling asleep at the beginning of this game. Didn't even get a chance to talk about our starting goaltenders, Calum Stevens for the Acadia Axemen and Jaden Maxwell for the Yarmouth Mariners.
The first goal scored by number 8, Parker LeBlanc.
A quick whistle as that puck was cleared down by the Acadia Axemen all the way down the ice. So we have an icing call right away. Once again, just like our previous game, this is the Adam division, but Adam A instead of Adam B. So the speed level should be a little bit higher. It still is the same age group, which are 9 and 10-year-olds, as long as they can be 11 as long as this happened in 2020. Cross ice pass to Delory. Check that. That's Walsh. Walsh goes one way, goes the other way. Throws it towards the net. Steered aside. Actually missed. And I said that's Maxwell in net for Yarmouth. Back to the point. That's Sweeney. Sweeney bangs it in deep. Nice play there by Fleming. Trying to go to the middle. Broken up by Yarmouth. Hit against the boards to the point, but not quite out. Is Sweeney able to keep it in? Shot from a steep angle. And it goes wide. Ringed around the boards. Held in by, at least momentarily, by Force. And he does keep it there. Pinches at the blue line, but then backs off. He's going to get another attempt, but that one's going to go all the way down the ice. Tipped, so no icing. Eli Sweeney carrying a lot of speed. Breaks out of his own end as Yarmouth changes. Breaks to his right, gets around one. Around two, carrying good speed, goes behind the net. Tries to throw it in front of the net. Instead, it goes behind. Yarmouth breaks out the other way. That's LeBlanc with it. LeBlanc looking to try to find Sanford, but it's just out of reach. Back behind his own net again is Sweeney. Sweeney stops, looks, higher along the glass. It's going to get to Churchill. Churchill keeps it in, fires it towards the net. It gets by. There's the backhand blocker saved by Stevens. Both teams fighting for it at the corner. Axeman going to come away with it. Tried to fire around the boards. Good active stick there by Yarmouth. And that was Sanford again. Coming back the other way. Sanford's going to be in the right spot again, but can't control this one. Axeman have it in the corner. Lead pass to the right side. Breaking out, that is Williams. Williams goes to his right. Williams has McDonald with him. Fires it towards the net, and it goes wide, and Yarmouth fires it right back, and they've got a 2-on-1 opportunity if they get this pass away. They do get it over. Nice pass over to LeBlanc. Check that. That's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald in the corner. Taking off the puck. Gets back to the point. That's Ellis. Ellis with a shot towards the net. There's a save. Fitzgerald goes to the rebound, and he puts it in! With very little net to work with, Callum Fitzgerald able to put that puck in. Cullen, checking my writing. Didn't look like he had a whole lot to shoot for there, and you're going to see in the rebound, in the replay, that initial shot comes in, it's stopped, he goes after the rebound, swings and misses, and at a very bad angle, and right over the goaltender, and he just squeaks it by. Yarmouth takes the 2-0 lead with 12:22 to go in the first period.
Yarmouth second goal scorer at number 9.
Coming back the other way is King. King fires a puck into the empty zone, empty end. Butler chases it down. Back on the half wall. Try to get it back to Butler. Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald gets it up to Richard. Richard has some room, gets around one, gives it up to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald to Richard. Nice move to the middle. Fitzgerald tries to get it again, looking at it between skates. Finally cleared out of danger by the Axeman. Good back check there by number 18. Richard is able to stop that play, and he's going to come back the other way. Richard goes to the right, has some room. 1-on-3 though, and he's taken off the puck. Throws it behind the net, looking for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's got it. He actually misses it. Coming back the other way is Butler. Yes, going back into the corner, just checking some notes there. Yarmouth comes back the other way, goes into the point, and cleared aside. Going back the other way, toward the net, and that's a nice save by Maxwell. He's able to cover that up. Face-off will be to the right of goaltender Jaden Maxwell. Face-off between Pashley and LeBlanc. Pashley controls the puck, gets back to the point. Force gets it in deep, tries to get it to Walsh. It's going to go behind the net, coming back the other way. Yarmouth rips it around. Not out, though. Is Sweeney able to hold that in, but not on the second attempt. Yarmouth tries to get there. That's LeBlanc. LeBlanc carries speed. He scored the first goal. Here's a wrist shot. Blocker save. Blocker arm. Nice save there by Stevens. Coming back the other way and a good counter. Axeman coming in. That's Cumming. Cumming stopped, though, by that wall of blue. Mariners break back. Gain the blue line. Green taking off the puck. Chipped off the boards. LeBlanc there trying to hold it in. Does keep it in. Both teams fighting for it. LeBlanc's going to get it to Newell. Newell gets it. Newell to the middle. And Yarmouth can't get the shot away. Newell behind the net. Chips it. It's going to chase it. Not going to get there in time. Gerber behind his own net. And I'm guessing on that, a lot of tuck shirts. Coming back the other way. Nice move by the Axeman. And I think that's Terrace. He loses control, though, and it goes back behind the net. Pashley behind the net. Pashley tries to pivot out of trouble, chases it down, has it, spins, takes a shot, throws it towards the net, steered aside by the Yarmouth defender. Pashley again with it. Yarmouth comes away. Chip forward, chip to the blue line, in and fired right back in by Noah Delory. Delory gets it one more time and fires it in one more time. Churchill taking a look for Yarmouth, goes off the boards, just clears the zone. Delory once again throws her right back. Back to Jesse Churchill. Churchill behind his own net. Brings it around the boards. Nice pass up to Simmons. Simmons breaks hard to his left. Chips forward, has some people with him. Simmons has Richard. Goes to his left, a little too deep, loses control, fires in front of Richard, it's a shot! And that just goes wide. Sanford back to the point to Churchill. Churchill with a slap shot off a stick, and there's another shot. Save, rebound, another save! Two big saves by Callum Stevens. Couple of Mariners collide at the blue line. Coming back the other way is Simmons. Simmons with a shot. That bounces into the corner. Chasing after it, Richard. Sanford chips in. Chips it in the corner. It looks like the Acadia player who had got knocked down, dropped the stick, wasn't playing anything, and literally had nothing to do but check, and that's exactly what he did, and the referee was looking. So with a 2-0 lead and 8:16 to go, And here we see those great saves by goaltender Callum Stevens. There's the initial shot with the save, and there is the big rebound, and he laterally goes from his left to his right and kicks that right pad out. Great save by Stevens. Face off to Stevens' left. Yarmouth with an opportunity to go take a 3-goal lead here in the first period as they have the power play. It's going to get back to the point to Churchill. Churchill with a big wind-up of a wrist shot. It can't get through the first wave of players. And Kelday able to find that puck and throw her down the ice. Scott behind his own net. It's a little too much on it and overskates it. Thrown back behind by the Butler. Scott again. Lead pass picked off. Nice play there by Kelday. Kelday with a shot, and it just goes wide. And then two players bang into each other, and Fitzgerald certainly looked like he got the better of Kelday in that one. Yarmouth behind their own net. Good penalty kill so far early in this penalty kill by the Axemen. Yarmouth's going to come away with it, though. Player deep, so they certainly have numbers. There goes LeBlanc. LeBlanc carrying speed. Goes to his right. Here's the wrist shot. Upstairs and off the glass. Fitzgerald chips it forward to himself. Tries to find it again. Can't do it. And the Axemen able to clear, but just momentarily. Now they've got a lot more room. Taking their time. Looking for the ice. Force doesn't really get much on that one. One more time, fired in. This time going to Pashley. Pashley going after, trying to back check. Does get his stick underneath there. Good work by Pashley. But Brandon's going to come away with it. Brandon with the cross ice to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald with a shot. Saved by Stevens. Rebound, another shot, another save. And the Axemen come away with it again. Sweeney over to Pashley. Pashley gets the zone, dumps it in deep. They're still killing the penalty. Going in, though, after it, though, is King. King chips it forward. It's really just going to be a breakout pass for Yarmouth, though. And they're going to keep coming. There's LeBlanc. Penalty is almost over. And Axemen are going to get that off. Some stick work happening there behind the scenes. Once again, we're at the Adam A level now, and I think we'll see a little more chippiness than we did at the Adam B level. Even though they can't check, some other business can certainly happen. Acadia breaks out of their end. They have some numbers. Oh, but some changes being made, and they lose some. Coming back the other way, that's going to just make it outside the blue line. Acadia's got it. Cross ice. Nice move to get away from one defender. But coming right back in is Walsh. Walsh with a wrist shot. Glove save. Maxwell. That shot comes from the point. That goes off the defenseman's stick into the corner. That was Ellis that redirected that one away from his own net. Yarmouth coming away 3-on-3. That's LeBlanc again. Up to Newell. Newell's got some room. Here's a hard wrist shot. And that one's another nice save by Stevens, who's been very busy in the first period. Pass in front, all by himself. There's a shot. Off the crossbar, not in. Stevens slides over and makes the save. Stevens standing on his head, keeping this a 2-0 game. Another shot. As Richard that tries to put that one in. He's being covered. Back to the point. Yarmouth at the point. There's a just fired into the corner. Richard's going to get there first. He stops. Being checked by a player. Both teams looking for it. Richard's going to come away, sweeps it towards the net, and that's stopped by the Axemen defense. Coming back the other way is Derber. Derber with a nice lead pass up to Williams. Williams, the long wrist shot goes harmlessly wide. Up around the boards. That's going to be stopped before it gets out by Cumming, who fires it in deep again. Green behind his own net. Off the boards, that goes off the linesman. Axeman's going to get an opportunity. There's a shot. Kick save by Maxwell. Coming back the other way, Sanford. Sanford chips it in deep. He's going to chase after, but runs into the linesman. Stoddard's going to get there instead. He loses his balance, gets back to the point. Sanford tries to keep it in, can't quite do it. LeBlanc chips it forward, has it again. Gets away from one defender, two defenders, three defenders into the neutral zone. Carries some speed, takes a wrist shot on his off wing though. A bouncing puck handled by Stevens, who gathers it in with 3:51 to go in the period. And here we have that replay, and there it is, just off the crossbar and down and sitting right there. And the Yarmouth player could not put that into the empty net. Face off to the right of Stevens, controlled by Yarmouth. Quick shot. Gets to the defenseman and cleared aside. Back to the point again. That wrist shot by Donchemont can't get through. Axman come back the other way. Held up at the red line, though, is Kelday. Kelday with a nice lead pass just off the stick of Butler. Butler chips it forward, will chase it down. Dylan Scott after it first. He's behind his own net. Scott has it, gets away from the forechecker, has some room now, cuts towards the middle, looking for the winger. He looked one way, the winger looked the other way. The puck went inside and all the way down the ice for an icing. Face-off will come all the way back down to the Mariners' end. Mariners have controlled a good portion of this game. They are up 2-0. And full kudos to Caleb Stevens, the goaltender for the Acadia Axemen, who has stood on his head and had a little bit of luck on his side as well, keeping this just a 2-0 game. That one's chipped forward. It's going to go all the way down the ice. Right to Stevens. He's going to let it go. Comes out. Churchill. Check that. That's Walsh. Walsh makes a nice move. He has some room. Gets away from Fitzgerald. Good back check, though, by Richard. Coming back the other way is Terrace. Derber. Check that, Derber. Coming out. He gets it in. Can't get too far before Butler loses it, and it's going to go right back to Derber. Derber goes behind his own net, takes a look. Chips it forward. Walsh can't reach it, and Richard throws it back in. Brandon can't reach it. He's going to get another opportunity. He goes after it, but getting there first is going to be Walsh, controlling the puck. Walsh to Derber. Derber fighting through Fitzgerald. It gets to the out towards the center, but it's steered aside by the Axemen. Coming out of their own end is Delroy. Nice lead pass from Delroy to Pashley. Pashley squeezed out of the play by two Mariners, and that puts him offside with 2:03 to go in the first period. Once again, we'd like to thank everyone for joining MC Media's continuing, well, as I struggle with the English language, continuing coverage of the Scotia Minor Day of Championships for the Yarmouth Mariner Center in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. My name's David Doucette, and on behalf of all of the volunteers behind the camera, I would like to welcome you aboard. Cumming loses control. We'll try again. Tries to chip it up to Terrace. It's going to be Cumming again. Cumming takes a look. This one goes to the other side. That one is going to get out, but out of the reach of Walsh. Chasing it down to Scott. Scott off the boards. Scott up to Fitzgerald, and it's just his pass a little behind. LeBlanc fires it in deep. That one goes off the stick. And he couldn't really find it. It was kind of stuck up under his pads. I think the referee's probably going to – no, he's not. I was going to say he might ask him to have played it because there was really nobody around him. But at this level, I think they're okay with the faceoff. Faceoff controlled by the Axemen. Along the wall, King gets it back to D, back to King. Chip it forward. Trying to get it by LeBlanc. LeBlanc working for it. Does come up with a pass. He's taken off. Penalty called. Hooking penalty on number 3, Ian King. So Yarmouth, with 1:10 to go in the first period, has a great opportunity to make this a 3-goal game. Face-off controlled by the Axemen. They get the puck, try to go hard off the board. Sanford stops it. Sanford gets it back to Ellis. Ellis with the wrist shot. Doesn't get through the crowd. Picked up by Richard again, who directs it towards the net. There's a big rebound, but found by the Axemen and cleared out of the front of the net. They're going to get another chance to clear it. Come by. Good opportunity here for Kelday. Kelday goes around 2 or 3. Here's another shot. There's a shot off the post. Kelday with an end-to-end individual shorthanded attempt, and he goes off the iron. He's got it again. He's probably tired. Chips it forward, just looking to get it over to Force. Force is going to get it and try to dump it in deep, and he does. Ellis behind his own net, overskates it. 23 seconds to go in the period. He pivots the other way. Still has it. Still looking for something to do with it. Finally goes to the wall. Gets it up to Simmons. Simmons loses control. Another opportunity. Here's a shot that goes wide. 9 seconds. Off the boards to Force. It's going to get by him. 2 seconds to go. Not much time left here for Yarmouth. And there's the horn. Here you see the replay, the individual effort coming in through 1, through 2, in a crowd with sticks everywhere, and he just missed putting that in on the short side. Well, I'm going to take a short break here as the coaches give some last-minute advice. There's just a tiny break. The ice is done between the second and third periods. Once again, thank you for joining MC Media's coverage of the Scotia Minor Day of Championships. And we're about to get underway. Of course, teams changing end, a long change. So players have to be concerned about whether or not they can get off the ice in time. Face off controlled by the Mariners. Chipped up forward. That's going to be Cumming that gets it and throws it right back. Coming back the other way. That pass is picked off. Coming in is a wrist shot and goal! And Acadia short-handed. And I'm trying to see the number. Once again with stuff tucked in, but I believe it is number 53, Jack Terrace, with that goal. And here you see Terrace come into his right side, take a nice wrist shot that beats Maxwell to the right side, to his blocker side. Now a 2-1 game. Coming back the other way, and that was a short-handed goal. And I've been getting it all wrong. It was a 6-3, not a 5-3. Morgan Fleming. Sorry about that, Morgan. If you're watching it later, I've been giving credit to somebody else most of the time. Next time, keep your shirt not tucked in. LeBlanc comes back. He's got lots of room. He goes through the team. There's the shot. Big save as Stevens able to slide over to his left and take that side away from LeBlanc. Coming back the other way. Nice work there by Pashley, able to get it in deep. That's going to kill the penalty. We're on 5-on-5 hockey. Certainly wasn't a disadvantage for the Axemen as they got it down to a 1-goal game. Mariners, lots of people. Fitzgerald, nice pass. Back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc skates around on his backhand. There's a backhand shot. Glove save and then gathered in. No, it's not. Just gone wide. Stevens makes the save, but unable to control the rebound, but his defense help him out. Back behind the corner. That's McDonald. That's in front, and that one gets in. McDonald's going to go chase it down again. Goes back up to the point. That's Ellis. Ellis fires a shot towards the net that just goes wide. Picked up by Yarmouth. Pass in front. Yarmouth with a little more jump after that goal. Back to Scott. Scott tries to get it in deep. Picked off by Acadia. Coming back the other way. And that's Terrace. He can't get too far. Richard again with it. Every time Richard's on the ice, something good seems to happen for Yarmouth. Scott keeps it in. There's a wrist shot. It goes off and behind the net. Cumming with it. Cumming rips it around. Stopped at the line by Ellis, who comes in. Ellis takes it into the corner. Stops. Starts again. Behind the net. Tries to feather it out front. Couldn't get by the sticks. And here come the Axemen. Coming down is McDonald. McDonald chips it in. It's going to be chased down by Scott. Scott behind his own net. He goes forward. Has some room. Gets around another forechecker. Lots of bodies now. He's going to gain the blue line. Goes left again. Kind of skated himself into a corner. That goes off the net. Goes right in front to the point. Backhand attempt. We can't get through. Another attempt. Stopped by the defense. And finally, the Axemen able to gather that puck and fire it down. They'll take the face-off, take the change. No worse nor wear. Still 2-1 Yarmouth Mariners over the Acadia Axemen. Face-off will be to the left of goaltender Callum Stevens. I was told by both coaches, like as in the last game, both their goaltenders will get in. So somewhere around the 7:30 mark of this period, we'll probably see a change whenever there's a nice easy break for people to go. Williams has it. Ben, check that. That's Butler. Butler to his right. Chip forward. Kelday. Kelday can't get it. Coming back is Yarmouth. That's Simmons. Simmons with the lead pass. The LeBlanc. LeBlanc chips it forward. It's going to go right to the goaltender who will cover it up. LeBlanc with lots of speed. Parker LeBlanc, captain of the Yarmouth Mariners. And when that puck gets passed forward to him, a lot of times he does go wide because he can outskate so many people on the ice. It's going to take some team defense by the Acadia Axemen to edge Parker off to a side and then get that multiple person there to make sure he doesn't single-handedly come across and beat you. That one's ripped around the boards, held on the other side by Simmons. Simmons throws it in deep. Going back the other way, Force. Force finds his winger on the board. Nice lead pass up to Sweeney. Sweeney has it. Sweeney with the lead pass to Fleming. Fleming's going to chase it in. Looking for that second goal, but Yarmouth gets there first. Up to Simmons. Kind of a late decision there to get it up to Simmons. And instead, that's Pashley that's going to come around and break out the other way, 1-2. It's actually a 2-on-1. Pashley has it. Goes to the forehand. There's the shot off. He has the rebound, and it just hits the side of the net as Pashley couldn't put the backhander in. Yarmouth with a cross-checking penalty this time. And I believe it's is number 14, Jesse Churchill. Going in, looking for that puck, banging against the Axemen player. He was down for a second, but got back up. So the Acadia Axemen, with 10:50 to go here in the second period, down by 1, have a man advantage, a power play, and are looking to tie this game up in the second. Terrace digging for the puck, can't quite get it. Gets back to the defense, and it's fired down the ice by the Mariners. Chasing it down is Cumming. Cumming's going to get there first. Oh, hard forecheck there by Yarmouth, but missed the player and kind of banged himself into the boards. I think that was Richard. Coming back the other way, wrist shot, stops, back to the point. There's another wrist shot. That one's knocked down, potentially with a high stick. Not called. Back to the point. Ellis. That one's fired down. So as in the power play for the Mariners, the power play for the Axemen. Not having a lot of luck so far. Coming back now. Good work at the blue line defensively by the Mariners, forcing Dory to go to his left. And thus eliminating the break-in. Sweeney. Sweeney has lots of room as Yarmouth's making changes. Gathers some speed, goes to his right. Still has room. Gains the blue line, stops, takes a look. Fires it towards the net. That goes wide. King looking for it. He'll get there. Back pass to the D. Lots of room. Here's a wrist shot. And that goes wide. That might have been Fleming. Back to the point to Delory. Delory gets it in deep. Pass out in front. It's going to get back to Delory. Delory pinches in, stops it at the point, but can't get it by Fitzgerald, who gets it and fires it down the ice. Sweeney once again behind his own net. Being chased down by Fitzgerald. Goes off the boards, gets it to the blue line. Good lead pass. That one kind of is a rolling puck, but the Axemen stick with it. Still have it, man in front. Doesn't see him. Shoots it wide. Going back the other way, that's Butler. Butler dumps it back behind the net, trying to find Kelday. Kelday falls down. Yarmouth comes back the other way, and they're going to get the puck. Power play is over. Yarmouth doesn't see it, but there's a lead pass. Just in time, Churchill comes out. There's the shot, and it's another save by Stevens. Back to the point. Acadia looking to bounce back from that. Kelday makes a move and gets by one, but then loses the puck. Gets it again, will probably fire it in deep, and there it goes. Axman may take the chance here to do a full line change. Good work there by the Axman to get back in. Walsh just overskates it, then fires it in deep. Coming back the other way to Yarmouth. Fleming with it. Fleming tries to get it over. Good work by Yarmouth coming out. Once again gains speed as LeBlanc. LeBlanc goes to his right. Being chased down. Steep angle. Hard wrist shot. But it goes high and wide. That's going to be like a breakout opportunity for the Axman as Pashley comes back. Goes to the middle. There's a wrist shot. And that one goes wide. Both teams having a lot of luck hearing the boards make a big sound. Back behind the net. Yarmouth gets it. Step forward. That's D'Entremont. Just out of his reach. Richard has it. Back to D'Entremont. D'Entremont to his left. Goes to the middle. Picked off the puck. And the Axman will go the other way. Good stick work, active stick work though by the Mariners. And I spoke too quickly. Terrace at the side board gets it. This time he is out. Tries to chip it forward. Tries again. Third time. And Kelday throws it in deep. Scott behind his own net. Lots of action going back and forth. A dearth of whistles here lately, which is wonderful to see. D'Entremont just out of his reach. Going to try to skate it down. And he can't do it. With 6:57 to go, we've got an icing. And our score remains the Yarmouth Mariners 2, the Acadia Axman 1. And here's the goalie change that we were talking about for Yarmouth and both goalies. Fans on both sides giving their respective goaltenders a big round of applause. Coming in for the Yarmouth Mariners now, we have number 34, Austin Stoddard. And for the Axman, number 1, Simon Rainforth. So goaltenders, I apologize if I mix up your names early on. Good team defense that time by the Axman to take LeBlanc off the puck. They're going to chip it into the blue line, but not much farther. LeBlanc has it again. And the Axman have it. Now they're going to skate back in. There's a hard wrist shot. And that's Williams in the first test of Stoddard. He's able to handle that one, although it looked a bit shaky, and it's hard to come off the bench where you haven't had any warm-up since the beginning of the game, and all of a sudden you're asked to go in and make saves. Landry with the puck. Landry gets the blue line. He takes the hard wrist shot. That one's gloved easily by Rainforth. Hangs on to it. Looks pretty calm in that effort with 6:20 to go, and he'll take the face-off in his end. Face-off to the right of Rainforth. Great face-off win by the Mariners, and Fitzgerald gets the one-timer off, but Rainforth does make the save. Green stops that outside the blue line, brings it back in, so we have an offside. Face-off outside the Axman blue line. Linesman trying to range the players. Axman going to win that face-off. That's Sweeney with it. Sweeney being chased down by Richard. Going the other way, that's D'Entremont. Brandon, sorry. But the Axman do get it now. They've got some room. Nice wide pass, just in the skates, though, of Butler. He tries to get it down, but instead Fitzgerald's going to find it and throw it in deep. Going back the other way is Sweeney. Sweeney stops to get away from Fitzgerald. Nice move. Goes off the boards. Lead pass to Butler. It's out of reach. Back to Green. Green doesn't have a lane, so he fires it in deep. Fitzgerald tries to get it behind the net. Brandon's going to help him out. Brandon there fighting with force. Both of them looking for it. That's an even weight matchup. Axman get it to the point, but not out. Fired back in by Churchill. Coming back the other way is Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald gets it in deep. Kelday has it. Kind of loses control, but Yarmouth not looking, just trying to get back, so he still has it. Still goes. Loses control, but he is now way offside, and Kelday, I think, got a stick because he seems to be limping, and I think he might have gotten a bit of a hack there on the leg as he was trying to go through people. Nothing called. He goes to the bench. I'm sure he'll be able to shake that off. And instead, and I missed this call, but number 3, Ian King, with the penalty. And I see his coach shaking his head saying, nothing, you did nothing wrong. So they're okay with whatever the call is and what he did, because they just felt that it was just a part of playing the game. We will wait for the call to see what the penalty is. As I said, I was following the... And it's a high sticking penalty called on King. All right, the last time that the Yarmouth Mariners had a power play, the Acadia Axemen scored their first goal. Coming down for Yarmouth is Ellis. Ellis loses control. Good work in there. Forechecking by Pashley. It comes back to the point, fired back towards the goaltender, and covered up by Stoddard, who will hang on. No, he'll hang on to it for the whistle. Face-off will be to the right of Austin Stoddard. 4:22 to go here in the second period. They will clean the ice between the second and third period. 1:26 to go in the power play. Face-off controlled by Yarmouth. Back to the corner there by Churchill. Churchill goes behind his own net, stops, takes a look. Lead pass up to Simmons. Simmons has it. Simmons chips it forward. Nice play. He'll chase it down. Has Richard with him. Goes to the middle. Good active stick, though, by the Axemen. Fired right back in by Yarmouth. That one kind of takes a weird bounce. Delory with it. He fires it around. It's going to get around to the point. Nope, stopped at the line there by Sanford at the half board. Sanford tries to use his skates to kick it forward. Both teams going after it, and it gets dumped into the corner. Delory with it. Delory back to the point. It's going to get to the point, but not out as Churchill keeps it in, fires it towards the net, and it just goes wide. That could have been tricky. LeBlanc knocks that down just past the blue line. He's going to skate back the other way. Puck taken off. Here comes Delory again. He's got some room. He takes a hard wrist shot. It goes wide. Then he goes off for a change, covering the puck up as Stoddard. 22 seconds to go in this power play and this man advantage for the Yarmouth Mariners. Face off deep in the Yarmouth zone. Crowd's enjoying the fact that they're on the big screen here at the Mariner Center. Richard kicked out of the face-off draw as Yarmouth was late getting that change made. Coming back the other way, though. Here comes Brandon. Brandon with it, cuts to the middle. Lead pass looking for Fitzgerald. Couldn't get there. Brandon again. Nice back pass to the point. Can't be held in, though. As Churchill unable to keep that one inside the blue line. He just dumps it right back in. That's going to end the power play. 5-on-5 again. Puck going back and forth through the neutral zone. Chip back into the Yarmouth end. Skating after it. Parker LeBlanc. LeBlanc in. Goes up to the point. It's going to be held in, but only briefly. Good stick work, though, at the point by number 11, Force, to keep it in. Avs keep control. Dump behind the net. Nobody there, and Yarmouth's going to get there first as Fitzgerald's going to be the first to the puck. He gets it out. Chipped right back. Fitzgerald again with it. Fitzgerald against McDonald. It's going to come bouncing back out. That's Terrace. Terrace goes hard to his left. There's a wrist shot. Nice save by Stoddard. And the appreciative Yarmouth Mariners give him a round of applause as he covers up for a whistle with 2:17 to go. And here you see him going to Terrace to his left. Takes the wrist shot. Nice butterfly style. Keeps the pads shut. Keep the wickets closed. And finds the puck for the whistle. Face off to the right of Stoddard. Controlled by Yarmouth to the point, but not out. Fired right back into the corner. Landry with it. Landry goes around the boards. Landry looking for D'Entremont. D'Entremont with a nice lead pass up to Simmons. To Newell. Scory. Newell, though, taking off the puck 1-on-2. Great team defense there. Breaking back the other way, though, is LeBlanc. LeBlanc stops, turns, fires, and it goes wide. Newell at the half board. Dumps it in deep. Getting there first is Derber. Derber behind his own net. Tries to go along the boards, trying to find Pashley. Pashley taking off the puck. Good work there, forechecking work by the Mariners. Coming back the other way is Butler. Butler chips it forward. Churchill. Check that. Green tries to dump it in. Some Mariners are on the ground. They're getting back up. Brendan tries to feather it back over to D'Entremont. Can't quite get there. 1:20 to go here in the second period. And here come the Axemen. Butler, Elias Butler. He's got some room going to his right, being chased down by Green. Green with good speed. Butler has nothing to do but put it around and then go off for a change. Cumming goes cross ice. Fired in by the Axemen.
We're playing the second period, final minute of play.
Here come the Mariners. Up to the half wall. D'Entremont trying to get it out. Chipped away. Once again, Green has it. Green tries to avoid the forechecker. Gets it to the blue line out. Good opportunity for D'Entremont to try to get in here. Good follow-up. Yarmouth with a great opportunity with 30 seconds to go. Back to the point. Yarmouth making changes, though, and that one goes harmlessly down the ice. Scott behind his own net. 25 seconds. Off to his right. Good lead pass. Yarmouth bringing it in. Brandon. Stopped. Yarmouth player rolls over. And here's LeBlanc with a great opportunity with just seconds to go. Hard shot wide. And not surprisingly, Delory having trouble getting up as he was plastered against the side board. And no call was made. So we're going to get the players on either side of the ice. Once again, there's a team, I think the Adam B team, Yarmouth Mariners Adam B team with medals around their neck. I'm going to take this opportunity to take a break. We'd like to thank everyone for joining MC Media's coverage of the Scotia Minor Day of Champions here from the Yarmouth Mariner Center. After two complete in this Adam A championship game, it's the Yarmouth Mariners 2, the Acadia Axemen 1. All right, hockey fans, welcome back to an exciting third period finish in this Adam A final of the Scotia Minor Day of Championships. Yarmouth Mariners up 2-1. And we've been calling his name all day. There's Parker LeBlanc with a shot. That stopped and then cleared away by the Axeman. Another wraparound. That one goes off a skate and wide. Sweeney rips it around the board. Stopped at the half wall. Pashley tries to get it out. Can't. Good defensive work. Coming back the other way, though. And here comes Walsh. Walsh has some room. Goes to the middle. Here's a wrist shot. That one just goes wide. Coming back the other way. The Axemen have it. An attempted shot from a weak side, but it fan is that might have hit a pool of water. As the ice, we have a fresh sheet of ice, and occasionally there's a little bit of water that gets left behind, and it can stick that puck. Coming back the other way, picked off nicely, coming off the bench by the Axemen, but Simmons is going to break it out the other way. Simmons with it. Simmons with the wrist shot. That goes off a body. Sweeney takes that one and fires it around. Sweeney with the lead pass to Terrace. Terrace chips it forward. Both teams going back and forth in the neutral zone right now. This game's been motoring along. There were certainly not a lot of whistles in through a good part of that second period. Chip forward. Churchill at the line. Churchill keeps it in. Followed up by the Axeman. Trip by coming out. No call. That was Newell. But an offside. 13:28 to go, a one-goal game, certainly anybody's game right now. I'm sure that the coaching staff of the Acadia Axemen looking right now to say whenever we see LeBlanc on the ice, number 8, there has to be team defense. But similarly, though, this line with Richard and Fitzgerald and Brandon have been equally successful. Coming back the other way, that's Churchill. Churchill spins away, rips it around to his own net. Didn't Reich had enough on that one, so Terrace able to get there behind the net, try to get it. A little bit of help from McDonald. McDonald fires it towards, steered away by goaltender Stoddard. Back to the point. That's Derber that keeps it in. Fire back. Derber tries to hold the point again. It stays at the blue line, but then comes out. Fitzgerald loses control, and coming back the other way to Terrace. Terrace with a long wrist shot. Easy glove save by Stoddard, who hangs on to it for a whistle with 12:52 to go. Face off to the left of Stoddard. Controlled by the Axeman. Held in nicely there by Butler. Butler comes in but can't get too much farther. He can't find the puck. It's behind him. Going over to help, though, is Cumming. Cumming fires it up. Sweeney tries to go farther, tries to chip it forward. Cumming again to the blue line, and once again, a lot of neutral zone play. King gets away from Newell, still has it. Taking a look, goes cross ice, nice pass. And Kelday can't get the shot away. Coming back the other way is Donchemont. Donchemont with the lead pass to LeBlanc. LeBlanc's got wheels, there's a wrist shot. Hard shot and a save by Rainforth. Once again, every time number 8, Parker LeBlanc, is on the ice, something happens offensively for the Mariners. And the Acadia Axemen defensively have to be aware of that situation whenever he gets on the ice. Face off to the left of Rainforth. LeBlanc just chips it forward, chases it down, fires it towards the net. That one almost went through. The referee did not see it and whistled it down. He's saying, my bad, my problem. But he did call it, and when you lose sight of it, you do want to whistle it down. He didn't want people jamming in at the goaltender. But we'll have another face-off to Rainforth's left. To the point, LeBlanc gets it back to Rainforth. Rainforth again. So everything I said about a lack of whistles in the second period is coming back to haunt me early in the third. Some happy hockey players. I'm not sure if they're the last ones or the next ones. Pass out in front, steered back behind his own net by Rainforth. That's Force trying to do something with it. Force with the lead pass to Walsh. Walsh has it. Walsh, good stick work there by Richard, able to keep the Axemen in their zone. Coming back the other way is McDonald. McDonald with a long wrist shot. That's going to be easily gloved by Stoddard. Certainly not a bad idea for the Axemen to fire anything on net. I think if you're looking for a rebound, though, you can't have those floaty wrist shots from way far out. You want one along the ice where maybe your forwards coming in and crashing towards the net can get a rebound. Back to the point to Cumming. Cumming goes cross ice over to Delory. Delory with a shot, blocked. He gets another shot. That one goes through. It goes off of a defenseman. Landry into the corner, pass in front, and that one's just knocked out of the way by the Mariners. Good forechecking yet again by the Axemen. Mariners are finally going to get it as they had the numbers in the corner there. Fired right back in. The Axemen tag up. Coming back the other way is Simmons. Just out of his reach. He's going to chase for it. Knocks the player off the puck. That's Richard with it, and we are going to have a penalty as body contact by Simmons, and that's exactly what he did. Kind of a late call. I think he might have let it go, except that Yarmouth had a scoring opportunity as a result of it. So number 15, Brody Simmons, goes in for 2 minutes body contact. And with 10:54 to go here in the third period, a great opportunity for the Acadia Axemen to tie this game up. Richard gets the puck. Round one. He's got wheels. They're chasing him down. Lots of sticks. He fights through another one, goes to his backhand. There's a shot. Hits the side of the net. Tries to wrap it around the other side, and the Axemen get there. Even on the penalty kill, Richard can be dangerous. Coming back the other way is McDonald. McDonald's got room. 3-on-1. Goes to the middle. Good active stick there by the Mariners defense. Now LeBlanc has it. Chip forward. He's going to find the puck and chip it down the ice. Sweeney behind his own net. Fitzgerald looking to forecheck. Sweeney evades Fitzgerald. Tries to evade LeBlanc. It makes him go very wide. Still has the puck, though. Goes to the middle. He's got some room. Churchill with a great stick blocking that. That's the second one in a row for Churchill. And he's able to do that, but then takes his time getting rid of the puck, and it goes deep into his own end. Dylan Scott off the boards. Fitzgerald, he can't get it. Pashley spins around but can't get out of trouble, and here comes LeBlanc again, 1-on-2. LeBlanc's going to go hard to his right, carries some speed, gets it into the corner, and just fires it behind the net. McDonald with the lead pass to Pashley. Pashley's going to have to stop. He goes cross ice. That's behind the first player, but King's going to pick it up and gain the blue line. Power play is 34 seconds to go. Pass in front. That one's picked off by Newell. And he's going to get the return pass now and chase it down into the corner. 22 seconds left. Newell behind the net. Might try the wraparound. Loses control. Bangs in. That's a little more incidental. Back to Donchma at the point. It stays in. And here come the Axemen. Jonah Pashley gets the blue line. Looking to find a shooting lane. Can't get that by Brandon, though. Breaking in is McDonald. He's got the puck behind the net, taking a look in front, pass in front. It goes off the skate and into the slot, but cleared away. McDonald again has it, takes a look, fires it behind the net. Looking for Walsh, but broken up by the Mariners. McDonald again, this time fired towards the net once again. This time it goes off Ellis. Pass in front. Good offensive pressure here by the Axemen, better than they had through most of the power play. Coming back the other way is Brandon. Brandon has it, chips it forward, runs into the Acadia player. Both teams banging a little bit there, no calls that way. It's going to come out. Brandon's got it again. He goes off of a leg and down the ice. It was tipped, but it was still on the other side of the red line. So with 8:06 to go in the third period, we've got an icing, and the faceoff will come back down to the Mariners zone. Face off to the right of Stoddard. LeBlanc back on the ice for the Mariners. Axman get control of the puck, back to the point, but LeBlanc's going to get there. Sorry, Newell's got it this time. Newell's going hard to his right, cuts to the middle. Good stick work there by Sweeney, able to get it, but here's LeBlanc, and that one goes off the end of his stick. Didn't get quite everything on that one. Acadia with the puck. Lead pass, good active stick, but getting it afterwards is going to be 53 Terrace. He stops, tries to jam it in deep, can't get it, still fighting for it, still working hard. And that time, Force just looking to get rid of it somewhere where it wasn't back in his end. A little bit of confusion, a little bit of people standing still, and we've got an offside. Face off, just off the outside the blue line of the Mariners. Chipped in by McDonald. On forward, that goes off of Derber. Coming back the other way. Good work by Richard. Richard has some moves, but can't get away from that second player. King comes back the other way, 1-on-2. Goes hard to his left. Good work by Churchill. Following that play up, though, is McDonald. And it looks like King is injured, as I know he was going around Churchill, and Churchill kind of got the stick and got there, and it looks like he's holding his lower back. And I'm wondering if he just fell awkwardly. You'll notice that I've been seeing here in last week's game when I was covering an Adam B tournament as well. As a sign of respect and concern, you'll notice that the rest of the players just take one knee on the ice while the other player is down right now, and they'll stay that way until something happens. Either he gets up and goes back to the bench. So hopefully he'll be okay. He seems to be holding his tailbone, his lower back. I would think that he probably, when he went around, probably fell awkwardly. That would be my guess. Face off, where it was the Axman. The whistle was blown because of the injured Axman. Comes outside the blue line. 7:01 to go here in the third period, third and final period of this championship, Adam A championship game. Chip forward. That's going to come all the way back down to McDonald. McDonald goes against the boards. Sanford tries to get there. Can't quite get there. Churchill with a long shot. That one bounces wide. Chasing it down to Simmons. Simmons goes back to the point, right in the middle of everybody. Churchill has it. Has to wait. Fires it in deep. That goes off of his stick. McDonald's going to go get that first. Goes into the other side. Yarmouth chases it down. Back to the point. Coming about and held in, though, but just momentarily. Coming back the other way is a great opportunity for Pashley. Pashley with a hard wrist shot. Big save. Rebound covered up by Stoddard. .6:16 to go. Only a one-goal difference, and it's been sitting at 2-1 for quite some time now. It's hard to believe that 12 seconds into this game, or 8 seconds I think it was into this game, LeBlanc scored right off the opening faceoff. That's how quick scores happen, but the well has dried up since then with some good goaltending and some posts. There's LeBlanc again. He chips it in deep. Get in there first is Delory. Delory has a little trouble controlling it, does chase it down, has some room now, tries to get by LeBlanc. Follow up, LeBlanc has it. LeBlanc goes to the side. Tries to jump it up first. He did have a player, I think Fitzgerald, right in front, but didn't go after it, instead tried to shoot. Coming back the other way. That's Cumming. Cumming almost loses it to LeBlanc, does finally get the pass across. That's to Williams. Williams cross ice to Walsh. Walsh has it. Wrist shot well wide. Chasing back down is Williams. He's going to get the puck in the corner. Walsh looking for it. There's the pass in front. It's outside of everyone. Brandon coming the other way. Brandon's got some speed. Carries it down. trying to take him out is Force. Brandon still has it, though, in the corner, looking in front, has some options. Loses control. There's a shot by Fitzgerald. That goes off of a leg. And the Axemen able to get that back with some room, and they're going to skate back the other way. They have some other Axemen going to make some changes. Good move at the line. 2 moves. Still 1-on-2, though. That's Fleming. Fleming with a backhand, and it goes wide. Fleming with the 1 goal for the Axemen. Back into the corner. Back in front. There's a sweep around. Save. Shot. Score! The rebound by, I think, number 63 again. Morgan Fleming with goal number 2. No, going by who's doing all the high fives first, I will change my mind and say it is number 25, Eli Sweeney, tying this game up with 4:47 to go. It's a brand new game with under 5 to go. Face-off controlled by the Axemen. Chip forward. McDonald can't hold it. Richard coming the other way is by himself. Gets it over to Donchema. Donchema goes hard to the right. Takes a wrist shot. It can't get by the defense. Chipped up against the board. Donchema in the way. Still fighting for it. Richard passes it in front. It's outside of everyone. Just out of the reach of Newell. Newell fires it back. It's right there and cleared aside. Newell again gets it. Good back check there by Newell to keep the puck in. Puck at the wall. Not held in. Landry's going to come in and pinch. A little too late. And instead, Green has it and fires it back in. And it was number 53, Jack Terrace, that scored that goal. Dumped into the corner. Donchemon's going to get in there deep. He's not going to come away with it. One defenseman's going to come out for Yarmouth. No, 2 are, and it's a bad change as Yarmouth caught on a change. 2-on-1. There's a wrist shot. Goes wide. Terrace again with a shot directed towards the net, and Stoddard able to keep that hugged up against the side of the net for the whistle with 3:40 to go. So if the parents in the crowd thought that they were nervous, they just notched it up another level. Face-off controlled by Yarmouth. That's LeBlanc. LeBlanc has wheels. Gets by 1. Outskating everyone. He's got a great opportunity. Controls the puck. There's the shot, and it goes upstairs and off the glass as he was going for topside glove, and it just got a little too high. Yarmouth still fighting for the puck, looking for it. There's a shot. Nice blocker save, and it goes big rebound back to the point. Chip back forward. Simmons directs it towards the net. It goes by everybody. Butler gets there first. He loses control, gets to the point, just held in. But a nice work by number 22 Butler as he's able to fire that puck down. Yarmouth goes around. It's going to be King that gets there first for the Axemen. King circles with the puck, still has it. Getting help from McDonald. McDonald goes to his backhand. He's being chased down by the Yarmouth defender. Good work by Scott. Scott goes off the boards, gets it to Simmons. Simmons has room. It's 3-on-3. That's LeBlanc again. LeBlanc in a crowd. Gets around 2. It's another breakaway for LeBlanc. The shot and the goal! Number 8, Parker LeBlanc with a terrific effort to get around defenseman and then find the far side low to the blocker as you see him make this terrific wrist shot right there. No chance for goaltender Simon Rainforth. With 2 minutes and 37 seconds to go, Yarmouth retakes the lead 3-2. This time it's Richard with it. Richard by himself. He's got some room. He takes a wrist shot. Blocker save. Steered aside by McDonald afterwards. Fitzgerald digging for it. He's not going to get there in time. The Axemen looking to come back and tie this up again. Walsh has it. Walsh gets to the center. Gets the center line. Gets it in, but not too deep. Brandon loses control. Finds it again. Chips it forward. Going to be held in by McDonald. Both teams fighting for it. This time it's Brandon that gets it to the point. Once again, this time held in by Force. This one's fired towards the net by McDonald, and it's not going to get there. One-timer. This time held in by Force. This one's fired towards the net by Force. This time held in by Force. This one's fired towards the net by McDonald, and it's not going to get there. This one's fired towards the net by Force. This one's fired towards the net by McDonald, and it's not going to get there. This one's fired towards the net by Force. Landry behind his own net, finds it, off the boards, and just out. Back inside, Yarmouth kind of loses, the Yarmouth player loses balance a little bit, finding it again. Coming back the other way, though. Good individual effort by Fitzgerald to try to back check. Gets a stick in there again, stopping the Axeman player, but still terrific work by 43 Kelday. And finally, Fitzgerald gets it out with 1:30 to go. Sweeney backing up, controlling the puck, being chased down by Fitzgerald. Gets by two, he has some room. Sweeney goes to the middle. Sweeney to the left, has an opportunity. Here's the wrist shot. Blocker saves Stoddard. The Axeman behind the net. Back to Ellis. Ellis has it now. Yarmouth with some room, and here's LeBlanc again. Empty net. LeBlanc's going to try for the empty net goal. It hops over two sticks and just squeaks inside the post. Parker LeBlanc with the hat trick. Mobbed by the players on the ice. An empty net goal with 1 minute to go that deflects off of a stick, hops over another stick, and just rolls into the empty net. And here you see the replay as the puck just rolls and skips right over and is just rolling and just gets inside the post. We have a timeout now by Yarmouth, as Yarmouth with 1 minute to go certainly wants to make sure that their best players are ready for this last minute. They're going to put their best skaters out on the ice, realizing that the Acadia Axemen have no other alternative other than to keep their goaltender pulled, get that extra skater on the ice, and try to get back into this with 1 minute to go in the game. Acadia doesn't want to take the chance of pulling the goaltender right away. She's going to be at the top of the ice, and if they get control of the puck, he'll probably be right back out. Yarmouth goaltender, Austin Stoddard, a little bit of equipment issue, so he's getting himself reset. And with 1 minute to go, we're all set for the finale. Terrace gets it in deep. Goaltender stays in the net, going back the other side, chasing it down, but Yarmouth's going to get there first. Newell to the point, held that to the point, but then Yarmouth gets it, doesn't get all the way out, still left in. Yarmouth finally does get it. Brandon has it. Brandon dumps it in deep. It's literally, and Brandon just outside the red line. I thought he was close. The linesman didn't think he was close enough. So with 37.1 seconds to go, the faceoff's going to be deep in the Yarmouth zone, and we'll see whether or not the Axemen pull their goalie for the extra attacker with 37.1 seconds to go. And the answer to that question is no. LeBlanc and McDonald will take this face-off. I thought we had a timeout each already. I might be confusing the other game. So instead, it must be the timeout for the Acadia Axemen. We'll take this opportunity once again to thank everyone for joining in to MC Media's streaming of the Scotia Minor Day of Championships. This, the Adam A Championship, coming to you from the Yarmouth Mariners Center between the Yarmouth Mariners and the Acadia Axemen. Yarmouth Mariners up late in this game, and Acadia trying to get back into this, but with only 37 seconds and 2 goals behind, it's a large hill to climb. Face-off's going to be to the right of Yarmouth goaltender Austin Stoddard. Once again, McDonald for the Axemen. LeBlanc winning the face-off for the Mariners. He gets control, gets it to the board, still has it, chips it off the boards, just looking to gain the neutral zone. Newell chasing hard down off the ice, looking to catch up to Sweeney. Sweeney goes behind his own net. The goaltender is pulled now. Sweeney with a long pass for Terrace. Terrace to McDonald, back to Terrace. Terrace has it, 16 seconds, back to the point. Wrist shot off of a stick. It's going to come bouncing. Everyone swinging the rebound. Can't be controlled by number 44, Delory. Back to the point. Wrist shot through a crowd. Can't get through. Rebound again. This one gets back to Stoddard, who covers it up with 1.7 seconds left in the game. Acadia certainly making it interesting in that last shift, buzzing around the net, having a great opportunity with a bouncing puck just at the side of the net and the goaltender down, but they couldn't put it in. And with 1.7 seconds, it literally just needs to be a face-off. And there it is. Make the final. The Yarmouth Mariners 4, the Acadia Axemen 2. The Yarmouth Mariners, winners of the Adam A. Scotia Minor Day of Championships. Coming to you from MC Media from the Yarmouth Mariners Center. I'll step back here in a second, but not before saying on behalf of myself, David Doucette, and all of the volunteers behind the camera and behind the scenes, we'd like to thank you for joining MC Media's coverage. Handshakes are going to happen, medals are going to happen, so we'll hope you just keep watching the coverage. Thanks, and see you the next game.
The player of the game for the Acadia Axemen, number 30, Colin Stevens. Player of the game from Yarmouth, number 8, Parker LeBlanc. Presenting the medals at this time is YCMHA board member and Scotia Minor Western Director Pam Sanford and President of the SMHL Brendan Mosier. First up, the silver medalists. Number 22, Elias Butler. Number 24, Holden Cumming. Number 44, Noah Delord. Number 55, Peter Derber. Number 63, Morgan Fleming. Number 11, Eli Force. Number 43, Arlo Kelbe. Number 3, Ian King. Number 34, Brody McDonald. Number 4, Finlay McDonnell. Number 45, Jonah Pashley. Number 1, Simon Rainford. Number 30, Colin Stevens. Number 25, Eli Sweeney. Number 53, Jack Harris. Number 14, Parker Walsh. And number 12, Benjamin Williams. Also, head coach Andrew Force, assistant coach Jonathan Cumming, assistant coach Adam King, assistant coach Chris Sweeney, and assistant coach Joe McDonald. Time to present the gold medals. Number 3, Brody Brandon. Number 14, Jesse Churchill. Number 5, Nate Dodgemont. Number 13, Miles Ellis. Number 9, Colin Fitzgerald. Number 12, Samuel Green. Number 6, Carl Landry. Number 8, Parker LeBlanc. Number 1, Jared Maxwell. Number 11, Brady Newell. Number 18, Philip Richard. Number 10, Jake Sanford. Number 10, Dylan Scott. Number 34, Austin Stoddard. Number 15, Brody Simmons. Head coach Blair Churchill, assistant coach Brandon Chetwin, assistant coach Chad Ellis, and assistant coach Ian Scott. At this time, we'd ask the Yarmouth Mariners to come collect their banner.